Hello, welcome to the class. In our today's sessions, we are going to see how a scoop is going to be used to import and export the data from the MySQL or any other RDBMS relational database. So, if we have already installed the Hadoop cluster, Sqoop, and MySQL, then we have to move towards the working example for that. So if you have installed the MySQL into your database or into Hadoop system, then you type the command at the terminal MySQL space dash uroot, that is the user, and root is the password, root is the username, then space dash p, then password. In my case it is the user and password, so I am typing here, and now I'll press the enter. I will be move inside the MySQL here. Now what I have to do, I have to write the command show databases. What it will do, it will display the list of the database available. Now I have done some mistakes, so see, this is the databases available. Now I am going to use the Sqoop database whichever I have created for my Sqoop example. So I'll move toward the Sqoop. How to move? By using the command use Sqoop. Now you will get this message that database has been changed. Now what I have to do, I have to check what are the different tables present inside this one. So for that purpose we have the command that is known as show tables. By this command it will give me a list of the tables. So here it is the two tables are present that are created by me. So once you create, let me see what are the different content of the second table, the person. I'll take the example of the person only for now, then we will see the remaining next. Here my person table, and what are the different data available. So here the data, first column is the person ID, person name, second column, and the last one is the salary. So this database is simply giving you the table having three records. Now what I have to do, I have to go to the Sqoop directory. So how to move inside the Sqoop directory? For that purpose we have to open one new terminal and type the, and from that terminal I have to import this table, person table, into the HDFS. So let me open one new terminal. See here I had opened one terminal, and now I am giving the command Sqoop. Then what I have to do, I have to import, and from where I have to import. So for that purpose I have to connect to the MySQL database. So for that purpose we have the command connect. This is the job of the Sqoop, to connect to the database, and this is the driver name. So here localhost 3306 is the by default port number of the MySQL. Then here you may be able to see this Sqoop. What is this Sqoop? So this Sqoop is not same as this Sqoop. This Sqoop is the name of the database whatever I have created. So for that purpose I am giving you the name as the Sqoop. So after that, dash dash double dash, what is the job here? My job is to provide the username, password, and what I will do, I will load the table person. uh, then this minus m and 1, this minus m stand for the map reduce section part, that is the map only, not the reduce, and 1 is the number of the mappers. So I'll simply make enter after this one. Let me see what is happening. So once it is it will be redirected to the Sqoop, and do one thing before. Meanwhile you have to check whether in your system whatever the Hadoop version you have installed, that all the daemon services of the Hadoop has been started or not. So before working with the Sqoop you have to start all the daemons. So what are the different daemons? So in my case I am using the Hadoop version 2, so 2.60. So for that purpose I have, as you can be able to see it on the screen, that I have started the Hadoop daemon services, and all our daemons are working fine here. That is the resource manager, name node, then node manager, data node, and job history. It means that all the daemons are working correctly. Now we have to wait for the scoop one. See here, in the case of this, the scoop is going to do something, but don't know what the message we are getting here. We have to wait for this one. We'll wait for the completion of this process. If everything will be fine, we will get the something, otherwise we will get some errors. So see here, we are getting some of the errors. What are the errors? We have to check it one by one, then only we will be able to solve the problem of the scope. So first it is telling me that number of live data node 1 has reached to the minimum number. So I think it is giving the message that your name node has been moved inside to the safe node. So how to come out of that? So for that purpose we have to first check whether my name node is inside the safe mode or not. So how to check that one? So for that one we have the command, that is the Hadoop one space dfs admin, then dash safe mode, then one space get. After typing this command, it will tell me that my name node is inside the safe mode or not. Just wait for the answers from my system. It's giving me some messages. Yeah, so you may be able to see it that the safe mode is on. Now what I have to do? I have to come out of the safe mode. Then only I will be able to execute my job. So how to come out of this one? So for that also we have the command, the Hadoop. In the home directory type the Hadoop dfs admin dash safe node. Then what I have to do? I have to leave the safe mode. So for that I have to type the command safe mode leave. Now just wait it what the message we are getting from here, then only we will be able to communicate with the name node. Now it's showing that the safe mode is off. Now if the safe mode is off, I'll try to execute my job. Which job? That is the scoop import one. Just see now whether the import is going to work or not. So for that, simply type the command scoop import, the same command whatever we have pressed here, typed here the scoop import, then job is the connect, then what, where do you connect? To specify up to database, then username, password, and then the table, then map function one, and we have to wait for the corresponding result. Simply wait for the result, then only we will be able to do something. Now after waiting for the some time, you may be able to see over here that the map function is 0% and reduce function is 0%. Now I have to wait to complete this map function up to the 100%. So just wait for the mapper function to complete up to the 100%. Now you may be able to see the second last line, that the map 100% and reduce 0%, then the last line, the job completed. Why this happens? Because we have set only the mapper functions here, we didn't set the reducer because we don't require the reducer function. So after that you will get some message like this one, and you have to wait till the last. So see, last line of this one, what we are getting here, we are getting the import job base. Okay, retrieved three records. It means that whatever the data that were present in the percent table, we have imported that into our SDFS system. And here it is showing that three records. It means that, simply means that there are only three records in the person. Now we have retrieved that one, and now what we have to do, I have to make use and I have to show the data, whatever the data we have retrieved from there, I have to show that one. So for that purpose we are using the Hadoop, then one space file system, that is the fs, then one space minus ls. It will give me the list of the files that are present here in the fs. So after typing the command make enter, just wait for the result. Whatever the file present in our system, it will give me the list of that one. So see here, here we are getting the message that found two items, the first one and second one. First one is the employee that we have set done in the last class, so don't worry about that one. Now if you are doing it for the first time, you will get this message, that is the person table, because we have imported the person only. Now what we have to do, I have to check the output, whatever the output we have got from the imported from the MySQL and it is stored in our HDFS, I have to check the output. So whatever the person value here present, I have to check what are the value that is present inside the person. So how to check that person? So for that we have the command Hadoop fs, because it is present in the file system. Then minus cat command is used to display the value of the value on the terminal. Now my result will be stored in this file, that is a part dash m dash 5 times 0. In this one my value will be stored. Now I'll make enter and will wait for the final result. What is the final result we are getting from here? So it's showing and it's processing some work. See here on the last of the this prompt, we may be able to see the data, that is the 1 comma abc comma the whatever the data that was present here. So we will match whether the same data is imported or not. So for that purpose we have to open and go to our MySQL terminal and see here our data is 1 abc 2 lakhs, 4 xyz 2 lakhs and 2 PQR 3 lakhs. So I'll check whether the same data is present here or not. See here, the same data is present here, but here what is happening in the case of MySQL, all the database are differentiated with each other without with a box type architecture. But here we will get our output with the differentiating as the comma, first value comma, then second value, then comma. So now by this command we can see that the our scoop import statement has been successful. If you want, you can go and check for the result of the previous one also, whatever I have done the previous one. So the previous one table name is the employee. Here some of the spelling is mistake, so don't think about that one. I'll see the output of that one because that I have already imported in my last class. Wait, if it is 100% correct, it will return me a value.